Guardia RPG. My name is Hikaru, and this is Madness, our Dungeon of the Mad Mage playthrough. And I have these players with me today.
Hi, I'm Garmbreak1. I play Realmavik Shavara, a human celestial pact warlock.
Hi, I'm Zayo. I play Elrin Sinishe. She is a inquisitive drow rogue.
Hey, I'm Pi. I'm playing Omitra Kotri, the Hexblade Warlock, Draconic Sorcerer. Tiefling.
Hi, I'm Sho. I'm playing Tetran Estar, the College of Masked Bard, who is a tiefling as well. Winged.
You mean an actual tiefling?
No, I mean a tiefling as well. If they can't spot the difference, then who are we to tell them?
God.
Elrune can.
Are anyone watching this, not consecutively, is going to be so eternally confused as to what Omitra is?
Excellent. Mission accomplished.
The answer is not tiefling.
Are you sure about that?
Or toyfling or tiefling.
Tiefling.
I mean, the
Omitra is
answer's
just
not
questions.
female either, but...
Omitra is just questions.
Uh-huh.
Oh, so that's what all the little things on the dress are. They're just little question marks without the dots.
Yes. There's dots on it too.
Yeah, they're just in the wrong spots.
Exactly, because question.
Okay,
Got
well,
lost.
last we left off, you guys had begun a quest to return the flame skulls that used to rule Skullport to sanity. To do this, you rescued an old man from some spiders, brought him to totally not a shady woman called Nightshade. And left him in her tender mercies for 4 hours while you guys went to explore the rest of this place, while she made a tincture that you need to use to pour over one of the flame skulls to return its faculties. You guys use that to go check out the pet store, only to arrive just when Elvira, the pet store owner, was being dragged off by the Xanathar's men for conspiring against the Xanathar Guild. You guys thought of intervening. This... Would you go yawn somewhere else, Cat?
He's not entertained by this recap. He was here last time, Karu. He already knows.
Yeah, seriously.
Say hi to the
God.
camera.
Hi.
Where was I? Yes, decided that it was saner not to, and watched her get taken away and began investigating as to what the hell happened, because she says that it wasn't her. And that led you to this place that you're at right now, which is, I think, a...
Black Cauldron?
Is it the Black? No.
We're definitely not at the Overflowing Urn. Black Tankard,
Yeah, definitely
maybe?
not.
The Overflowing Urn is a store.
Oh, I thought it was a bar.
It's the general store. You are at 50. The Black Tankard.
What did that fucking tell you?
Good job. I was testing your memory. Had questioned the Duergar that owns this place, Droon Stonedark, and gotten some information. You got that they had seen Elvira in the square yelling about the Xanathar's Guild the day before. And they seem convinced that it was absolutely her.
Yeah, they make a pretty good case for it being her. I think this is an open and shut case, you know?
It's not.
I believe Tethrin had gone to speak to Kalal, who said that Elvira had been in her place the night before at the same time.
Yeah, but they're friends. She could be lying to cover for her.
That's
What if
true.
they're both true and she has a split something?
Get out, cat.
An evil twin.
The book goes here, not you.
Is the one railing against the Xanathar Guild the evil one? Because they seem like dicks.
Yeah.
They are.
But is it really right for us to make that choice? Do we just get to come into this environment, overthrow the local government, and then leave?
Yes.
Sure.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, okay, Garm, you're missing one step in that. The current local government overthrew the old government because the old government had become senile.
Uh-huh.
And we're
And-
gonna unsenilify them and then just give them their place back.
Restoring the hereditary monarchy to this small area. Okay.
No, we're restoring the council.
Right.
Who
And
The
it's
elec-
true.
council,
Monopoly.
the
who
council of
elected them?
undead. I don't think there's anything hereditary about a bunch of skulls that never die.
Who elected
And
the
don't have a
skulls?
bunch of bodies.
What?
Yes.
From what do the skulls derive their legitimacy? As
Give
as
me a
a
history
Yeah,
government?
who
check.
voted for them?
I didn't vote for them. History check. Okay. I really wish we had a history like fucking Underdark or something. 5.
8.
Are we really?
I was
doing
right.
this?
I didn't vote for them.
Hasn't Skullport existed basically as long as these skulls have?
Yes.
Catherine's like, I had to write a story about them.
Dude, I wrote an entire
Homework.
dissertation about how they founded this place.
Yeah, the skulls are actually the founders of Skullport, thus why it's called Skullport. The 13 were originally from the Netherese people, and they were people that lived in these caves before Skullport was a thing. And that's about as much as
Ah.
Elrune knows.
Mhm.
They're
Catherine-
the hipsters.
You know that the Netherese basically wanted to make sure that there was always a fair and for 13 people.
I'm gonna try to switch servers.
Oh.
Jesus.
Alright, welcome
Hmm?
Yeah, I can hear you, Gar.
welcome
I
to
can hear you
US
too.
East.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean, uh-oh?
Okay, good. It stops picking up my mic for a second there.
Where did I start roboting?
You were starting to tell us
And
about
Netherese.
Netherese,
Yeah, what
blah, blah,
Catherine
blah,
did.
fair, blah, blah, blah.
Right. The Netherese basically chose 13 people to lead Skullport and did a ritual which basically turned them into flame skulls.
That's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
that's the
And
kind of
that-
sorry.
And that way these 13 would rule this place and as a group, instead of having like just one person decide. You have 13 of the best minds deciding the fate of this port.
So how'd that work out for them?
Pretty well, actually. Skullport was thriving for centuries until, their memory started fading and
Wait.
led us to what is now Skullport.
What's up, Pi?
So, Elrune.
Remember, we are in a tavern right now, so if you're asking certain
All right,
questions,
I was actually going to say, my note here says, taking rats out for a walk to check where the well is. What? You should come with me, Elrune.
yeah, fine. I'll live with Omitra.
So, Elrune. The Netherese made the flame skulls, and then they're all like, yeah, we're cool. And then this happened, right?
Seems like it. Also, there's the well.
Yeah. Sorry. Well. Did they just like bring a bunch of people in and that's why they won?
Huh?
Xanathar, how'd they win?
I think it's more the skulls just didn't fight them because they kind of all went.
Yeah, they all kind of went senile.
You're
But-
not there.
Why'd they do that?
I don't know about magic. My guess is, I mean, I'm assuming that after some point, even when you're undead, your memories start to fuck off. It just takes them a long time.
Karu, what do I know about memories and fucking off and magic and flame skull brains?
Mm,
Like, is that a thing that happens?
honestly, possible. This is a very rare case in which there's these flame skulls seem to, even after turning into flame skulls, they seem to retain enough of their, let's call it, humanity to be able to govern properly a civilization like this.
And not make fleshy bits with electricity?
Basically, like you saw this other one recently, and she had some faculties. She wasn't exactly sane, but
Yeah, but maybe she was just like that to begin with.
Yeah, she was an apprentice of the Mad Mage.
She was an apprentice of the Mad Mage, and like definitely she had gone a bit crazy. And as far as you could tell,
Huh.
she might be crazy, but she was still pretty smart.
You know,
Just
I wonder. I wonder
So
if
how come she stayed smart and they all went dumb?
because she's
Age?
yeah, she's not as old as the Netherese.
But I'm just saying, what if what if Xanathar's guild showed up and was like, let's give them dumb juice? And then they did.
That's possible, but Omitra, why are you asking me these things? This is magic related.
No, this is kind of politics.
Yeah. I really don't know. It could be just age made the memories fade. It could be someone sped that along. It could be are there spells that mess with memory? I don't know.
There's definitely spells that, like, you, Omitra, would
I
know
know.
that there are, but
Like,
this is like a long-term
permanent
thing.
ones.
Yeah. I mean, if
Fable
someone
line's
gets
pretty fucking long.
if you cast a spell that fucks with someone's mind long enough, it could have permanent effects, but
By the way, how far does this well go down? Could anything be hiding in it?
wait, where?
how do you want to check?
Elrune?
Can Elrond see the bottom?
I'm like, hey, Elrune, look!
Superior dark vision.
The
real reason I brought Elrune along.
It's about 50 feet down, and then you can see the water.
Yeah, it's not that deep.
Any caves or something? Like, is it just a straight shot that offshoots?
Give me a perception check.
Hey, Elrune.
22.
Not above the water, at least.
There has to be some kind of path at some point for water, but
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, people-shaped.
not that I can see.
Like, doppelgangers with dumb juice.
Okay,
Like, I just made Omitra a conspiracy theorist.
How about we focus on our current goals and worry
Yeah,
about
maybe
other
they're
things after?
chemtrails. Yeah, alright.
Omitra, we're not starting with conspiracy theories.
I'm so disappointed in you, Omitra. I had high hopes for you.
So did Elrune. Now she's kind of second guessing what she was planning with Omitra.
We'll just have to prove that is not true.
All right, so a bit of I've looked up a bit. Forgotten Realms is in its 15th century in terms of like the era you're in. Show
Oh.
my and the Netheril kind of started to disappear around like at the oldest 5th century, mid 5th century, so 10 centuries ago.
That seems pretty quick, considering elves live until how long?
These are humans.
Yeah, okay, let's say humans, 75 years. 4 times the length would be 300. 8 times 600. We're talking less than 6 times that as an undead for the greatest minds of a civilization.
Yeah, but I mean, normally flame skulls don't have a lot of.
I will point out that there was one big event that happened after these flame skulls were created.
Oh ho.
Oh ho.
And that was the big cataclysmic destruction of what was it called?
Is that the spell plague?
Yes, the spell plague. And that the spell plague basically made everything that was magic for a time basically stop working.
What the fuck is this? Was that like just a plague that went through? Or
The
I feel like that wouldn't be very localized.
that was basically worldwide cataclysm event.
Okay.
How long ago?
That was
Between 3.5 and 4th edition.
14th century. So like 100 years ago.
Wait, so basically right before Elrune was born.
Apparently. After that event there was basically a time like a 10-year period where like arcane magic just did not work. And after that things recovered and there's a bunch of Forgotten Realms history there. But everything was affected by that.
So it's possible that that fucked with whatever ritual created them.
It's possible, yeah.
Okay.
If anything, it's more impressive that they managed to recover after that at all.
That's fair.
But it could have damaged something, and just over time it kept breaking more.
So, before we grab the rest of our party, are there any, like, things around the well that would indicate a illusion or homunculus of some sort?
Give me an investigation. Oh. Well, give me an investigation check
too.
anyway. Your magic site does not give you any information in terms of there's nothing magical in this area.
22 for investigation.
Okay.
I need a bigger desk.
You were told that supposedly Elvira stood by the well while she was proclaiming her things, and you look around and you do manage to find one thing that sparks your interest. It's looks like just a piece of fabric that got caught in the rough stone and torn off of possibly a cloak.
Does it look fancy?
Nothing in this place looks fancy. It looks like homespun brown.
It's not like colored or okay.
Does it look like the same kind of things Elvira was wearing when she was taken out?
Well, we'll find out. Oh. Wait, we saw her.
Yeah, you did.
It's something she would be wearing.
It definitely looks like something she could, but everyone wears cloaks. And in here, no one's wearing fancy cloaks unless they're Omitra. So
the most fabulous cloak.
The thing you do remember is that when Elvira was taken, and because she was basically in her shop, she did not have her cloak on when she was taken.
Oh,
Maybe we should head back.
excellent. All right, let's go find the rest of our party.
Yeah.
Hey, Carter.
Go ahead,
Sorry.
Gar.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, as we head back, I'm gonna keep an eye out while we're walking. And if we pass by anyone, I'm just gonna try and see if I spot anyone who has a piece missing from their cloak.
Or, what year did you say it was? Right now?
I don't have the exact date. I just looked at the Forgotten Realms
Okay.
wiki page, and it just said, "Welcome to the 15th century."
All right. So there was another whole ass apocalypse in like 1488.
What?
What is with this world?
So you remember when I said the spell plague was between 3.5 and 4th?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't joking. That's actually that was actually why the spell plague
Wait.
happened. It was
Is that why everything got simplified?
exactly actually. It was their excuse for why the Forgotten Realms uses 4th edition mechanics now. So they killed off a bunch of gods. Magic came back, but weird. All that kind of stuff. And then they had
sarcastic.
Yeah. And then they had a similar event between 4th and 5th, which was called the Second Sundering, which was another whole ass apocalypse, like I just said. A bunch of gods came back, like the world was drenched in rain or something.
That's what rain does, it drenches things!
Yeah, the whole world.
It's called a flood.
I'm kind of flipping through the page right now.
So they're literally giving in-realm reasons for why shit's different in terms of mechanics?
Yes.
Yes.
You know someone would complain about it if they didn't.
That's amazing!
There is a 6-novel series about the Second Sundering, and I don't think I have time to read it right now.
You don't think you do?
Not right now.
Not while I'm on stream, certainly, because then they'd hear the audio as well. Or see the book, or whatever.
But maybe later.
Maybe, yes. Oh, there's...
How long ago was that?
1488, so just before the beginning of this century. There was, however, a series of adventures that take place during that, which we might maybe do sometime. All of the D&D
You know
next...
that the 15th century means we're in the 1400s?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh.
I haven't seen any dates before the after 1370 something.
Because right now we're in the 21st century.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Okay, so there might be a whole... Wait, didn't one of us have dreams of a whole ass apocalypse happening? Carter, I'm like 900% sure that wasn't intentional, but good job. If we ever run through the modules...
I regret.
Yeah,
And you just rolled that on the chart.
Yes, I regret rolling my fucking stats and personality traits on that chart.
Yeah, all of the D&D Next modules are during the Second Sundering, as far as I can tell. So,
but D&D Next was D&D Next was before D&D 5th edition.
It's what eventually became 5th. It was the playtest for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're before that?
I guess.
Hmm?
Please, somebody who knows Forgotten Realms, help me.
Yeah, I think
I'm so displeased.
the year is 1479 or something around there.
Oh yeah, so we're right before the aforementioned apocalypse then.
Good to know.
Baller.
This happened with the Bloodstones and all this shit.
Alright, kids, we got ourselves a timeline. We should... Oh boy.
All I wanted was like 100 more gold for the stupid bloody Bloodstone, so I wanted to con them out of the gold, but no, then I created a storyline.
You just come up with such good ideas. What am I supposed to do other than run with it?
According to the wiki, the current age starts in 1489 DR, so we should be after the Second Sundering. But if the book says 1460,
I'm interested in the next apocalypse.
6th edition, boys.
Or 5.5, who knows?
Yo, So that's all I
Oh
got.
yeah, 1492 according to this.
Oh, okay, so the entire world got fucked 3 years ago. But this keeps happening. You know, you get used to it.
I'm just looking at the history for Skullport, and it says ruler skulls 14 up to 1479, and then it says Xanathar 1492. So I guess we're somewhere in 1492.
Okay, so
my God.
so the Second Sundering is probably what caused them to go all fucky then.
Maybe.
Well, that's a good candidate right there.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
I like how this we've started, like, full disclosure, I think Garm is the one that knows the most about Forgotten Realms.
And that's not a
I just
lot.
have to, and that's not a lot. And for the most part, I go with whatever's in the book. The companion that I'm using from Wyatt Troll, or the wiki for Forgotten Realms.
Yeah, I've never read a Forgotten Realms novel. I think I
haven't
played
either.
like 30 minutes of the PS2 game that has Dritz in it. I think Show's actually the one who knows most about FR.
Eh?
Joe?
Meanwhile, I'm over here. I'm like, I can't make up a backstory. Hey, there's 6 things here. I'll roll a d6. Hey, you have omens of terrible futures. Okay.
Who doesn't? Are you still there,
Joe,
Show?
you want to give us some insight?
Honestly, I don't really know that much more than you guys do.
You played Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, but that was like decades ago.
Is
You
it
know
no-
what? I think I know what the problem is, guys.
Yeah.
The wells are cursed.
You and your wells, I swear to God.
I will
Is it
say,
the-
before we get back to actually being on topic, we should absolutely do a playthrough of a bunch of us going through Baldur's Gate sometime.
Baldur's Gate? Is Neverwinter Nights also
I
Forgotten
think
Realms?
so. I believe
Because I
so.
remember
think so.
playing like all of like 12 hours on that.
So, like, what? Less than 1% of the content?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, maybe we should get back on subject.
Yeah, or else we're gonna be eaten by a Tarrasque.
I hate it when that happens.
Right. Well, your
So-
party's behind that door, and
Yeah. What were Relmovic and Tethrin doing while we were out here discussing things and looking down wells?
I was drinking Worm Whiz.
I was doing likewise.
So he's also going to be looking down a well soon. I see.
Don't
Well,
puke in
I
the
might have been
wells.
more pretending to, as
sorry, show.
I might have been more pretending to than actually drinking it.
Oh, I guess I should talk to a Minotaur.
Yeah,
Hmm.
go do that.
I'm gonna go up to the door guard Minotaur and be like, "Hey, you look like a strapping young lad. Did you see anything weird yesterday?"
No.
Good talk.
Please fix my token, Karu. I accidentally deleted it.
Oh my god! Why is it so tiny there?
She walks out and comes back like 6 inches tall.
So here's a fun thing about tokens. If you save a token on a 0.5 grid, which is what this is, so that the map isn't even larger than it already is, it basically saves the token as 0.5. And then when
Oh
you put
my
it out on a
God.
grid, it calculates your size as 0.5 of the grid. No
Oh my
matter if
God.
the grid is already 0.5.
Huh.
Good job,
Thanks,
Roll20.
Unfortunately, I have tried fixing this problem by saving it as a 2x2 on a 0.5 grid, but then you're just huge. So I don't know.
Couldn't you just save it at normal size on a normal size grid?
Yeah, but like all the maps on this freaking module are at 0.5 because they're all
So
big.
you couldn't import one map that's like 6x6.
Or not
I
even
could, but that's
import,
more work than
just create a blank page.
create a blank page. Yeah.
That sounds real difficult. I see.
Anyways,
Alright, well, I learned nothing while they were gone.
You know,
Yep.
you're supposed to have points in charisma being a warlock.
How ripped are these Minotaurs? Are they shredded?
Yeah, they're pretty ripped.
Okay. They have nipples?
I mean, they're bouncers. They
Can you enlargeify the tokens? Hey, they have
they have
nipples.
nipples.
Wait, wait, Why are the nipples there? Because they're cow people, right?
Right, but they have
Half
humanoid
cow.
bodies.
Yeah.
I guess that's true.
Don't question it too much, Garm. It'll hurt.
As far as I know, the only like tar parts are the head and the feet.
Right, because these are minotaurs, not centaurs. Okay. Whew. Alright.
Is this before or after the worm whiz?
Yeah,
After.
how well does
So,
Relmovic
I'm-
hold his booze?
I'm now imagining Relmovic just standing in front of this bouncer and just staring at the nipples.
Yep, pretty much.
I'd like to point out that maybe you used to be able to drink this much before you gave all of your blood to an evil god.
Oh yeah, that's probably not
Oh,
helping
yeah.
me. He's not an evil god.
Yeah.
Oh,
And now you can't drink because half of your blood is just gone.
Half of my blood is in my sword or something, yeah.
How drunk is Relmovic, you think, Garm?
Relmovic, why don't you give me a constitution
Yeah, I'm already
check?
working on it. Don't worry. What did I
Okay.
get? 19.
19.
Yeah, it's
You're
I
not
think she
fine.
can give you a disadvantage.
it's not really my blood, it's like ambiguous life force.
Yeah.
It's like
Isn't that blood?
so it's way grosser than that. The way I imagine it, at least. So instead of like there being some nicks on my arm, there's instead like you can see all of the veins going up the arm that holds my sword, and they're like all gross and blue and just
You
kind of
probably
nasty.
also look kind of like a ghoul or something with like the
Yeah.
The
bloodshot
cheekbones
eyes.
and
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, mostly just that side though. Like it, the more I put into it, the more it stretches up the arm. Is how I'm imagining.
Yeah, but you put a lot into that sword today.
Oh yeah, now that I'm like maximum fucked up, it's probably up to my face.
Yeah, so I'm just imagining you've got like you look like you haven't slept in like a year.
on half of your face.
It's probably both,
So-
but it's got more veins and shit. On
Yeah,
one
but it
side.
looks fucked up more if it's only half of his face.
It's true.
How is your god not an evil god?
Well, if you check the Forgotten Realms wiki,
Nobody's paid me to create that yet.
Anyways,
this is where I look and find out that he's actually evil. Oh no, he's listed as lawful good.
bullshit. Let's head to the pet shop.
I mean, one thing you guys have to remember is that Realmovic's the one that chose what magic to get from his god.
Is he?
Kinda. I mean, also, it probably went something like Realmovic going, "Hey, God, Horus Ray, you know, there's this other warlock in the party, and he does a lot more damage than I do. Is there anything you can do to help me?" Like,
I mean,
I can see that happening.
That's
and then
disturbing.
your god was like, "Yes, I have something. It's fucked up, but it'll help you." And you're
But
like,
I mean,
"Deal."
Gnarly, I'm in.
And he's like, "Okay."
I mean,
no one ever takes this one.
sucker.
Yeah, the surprising twist here is that Horus Ray is actually entirely benevolent. Realm Epic is just kind of stupid and a little bit nutso.
A little bit.
Oh. Yeah. I think the pet shop is north?
Yeah.
Hey, Karu,
That's-
where's the pet shop?
I don't know. You guys have come back
Oh,
and
wait
forth
a
with this
second.
place.
Okay, so north, but then it went around, so we could just go straight down here, I think.
Oh, time to get lost, I'm in.
Hey,
Hey, wait a minute. I should know where we're going.
Oh yeah, your background.
What's up, show?
no. I forgot what I was gonna say. Never mind.
Sorry, bud.
I would tell our party about the thing I found by the well. And my suspicions of, well, if it is her, then her cloak should be ripped and it should still be at the pet shop. And if her cloak's there and it's not ripped, then somebody else did this. And it's possible they know either more about this or we're impersonating her. Also, I think somebody poisoned the skulls with dumb juice.
But dumb juice. Like the worm whiz?
Omitra's a conspiracy theorist, apparently.
I'm not sure skulls can drink worm whiz. I'm sorry, Omitra.
Yeah, not anymore.
It,
It's one hell of an arrow.
are the flames in on a flame skull actually like hot?
Yes.
It burned Omitra's bag.
So they
Yeah.
can't drink anything.
Oh yeah, wouldn't they just catch on fire?
I don't know how alcoholic the worm whiz actually is, but if it's like 80 proof, no, 80%, so 160 proof or higher, then yes.
Karu, where to?
Do you not
Bloody
see
hell.
the arrows?
Now it showed up.
Yeah,
Literally
they
as
went
soon
away
as
for
I
a bit.
asked.
Ah.
It's okay, the waypoint system just goes away when you go through a door sometimes.
Do we see anyone else as we're walking?
You probably spotted another or possibly the same. It's kind of hard to tell. They're all green. A flame skull passing by, like
Oh, the muttering ones.
yeah, one of the muttering ones to the road south of the one that you guys were traversing, like
what?
the long route.
It's wandering by going, GMOs, chemtrails,
Is that Omitra's future?
It better fucking not be.
Other than that, not much. You see, like, you might see some people, but they seem always to be like going very quickly among their business and they keep to themselves. But for the most part, this place looks completely abandoned. Like, even though it's supposedly day, which is hard to tell because you're underground, there are very few buildings with lights in them.
Well, yeah, usually you use lights in buildings at night.
Karu?
Yes.
Where the fuck is the fucking pet shop?
It's right here.
It's right here.
Oh. Thank you.
One with the open door.
I would like to try and find her cloak.
Okay.
It's clearly not as cool as mine.
You rifle through the place, quickly find what looks to be a wardrobe. Open it. It's got a couple of like cloaks and other changes of clothing. You do spot one of the cloaks is like blackish gray, and the other one is the same brown as the piece of cloak you found.
All right, I'm taking the blackish gray one,
Okay.
and I'm going to turn to Tethrin and Elrune since they're more local and probably know more stuff about, like, is this a weird thing to be around here?
Dungeon
And
Master.
oh, wait.
Sorry, go ahead.
No.
So I have a question about the blackish gray cloak.
Yeah.
Is it actually blackish gray, or is a black cloak covered in gray cat fur?
Or a gray cloak covered in black cat fur.
You think this might have been a black cloak when it was new, but it is so fucking old and faded that it is more gray than black now.
Okay.
It probably does have some fur on it. Not necessarily gray. It might be of different colors, but yeah. It's seen better days, definitely.
So, does the brown cloak have a piece missing from it?
A piece that looks like this?
You carefully
I'm fine.
You carefully inspect this cloak, and you notice that it has like some patches here and there that are meticulously sewn in and with like the closest shade she could get to the same brown. But nothing that matches the piece that you found by the well.
Well, she's probably innocent.
Hey, can anybody remember if she was wearing a cloak when they dragged her out?
She was not.
She wasn't.
Last thing from me in here, I'd like to look for any secret doors or secret, any of that junk. A loose floorboard that could be hiding something.
That's true.
Okay.
I haven't
give
done
me
it for a while.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
I'll help.
All right, sweet. Let me just put on the advantage.
Have we done detect magic here?
So, a 26.
I think so, yes.
I believe so.
You look around, you're looking for loose floorboards too?
Secret passages, doorways, loose floorboards, places to hide things, or, maybe
Okay.
Yeah, like
into a secret room.
if she was in with Kalal, then she might have things to hide. Who knows?
I mean, that's possible, yes.
Okay. You do a thorough investigation of this area. There's no secret doors or passages. However, you do find what looks to be a loose floorboard.
Ooh.
And inside you find a chest that is locked and some personal belongings.
A locked chest, you say?
Yes, a locked chest.
Do you want me to open it?
Make sure to check to see if it's strapped first.
Yeah. Omitra, do your eyes see anything magic?
No.
No.
Does this chest seem trapped in any way?
Give me an investigation check.
I'll help.
21.
Nope.
Okay, I'll open it. "16 thieves' tools."
Okay. It's easy enough to open this. You've not that you've had any practice with this kind of chest in particular. You recognize it as the kind of chest that any shopkeeper keeps their money in.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And inside you find 25 gold, an assortment of silver and copper, and golden badge that looks like a harp and a crescent moon.
Yeah, we are definitely.
Well, the only
Catherine?
shot she has is, and Elrond closes the chest at this point. The only shot she has of surviving is if we get the skulls back.
Yep.
I think that we should also take the chest with us in case we end up there and get her to escape before we can get the skulls back.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how long that'll take.
She is not going to be able to escape at this point.
Well, either way, I don't think this should be found at her place of residence.
I agree, because.
Besides, we can maybe sell it.
Mm.
What?
I am not touching that symbol. Any of you who want to hold it, go the fuck ahead.
Hang on to it.
I was gonna say I would just put the whole chest in my bag.
Yeah.
Of
Car, I have a question, Car.
Oh dear.
Yes.
Who runs the Xanathar Guild's operations here?
Sundeath.
We already know his name.
Do we know where he lives?
On Skull Island.
Shit. Okay, so here's my plan. It's terrible. Also, when I moved my glasses, I heard something crack. I think it's fine. Shit, what was my plan? Right, yes.
I'm assuming to plant the symbol.
You are absolutely correct, Zio.
That is the dumbest thing possible around the Vic.
No, the dumbest thing possible is raiding that place full of force, which I suggest as a backup.
Who's his second in command?
That would say you're saying that as though Ramovic is our leader.
Life Torso.
No, not him.
Elrond is
Sundeath.
going to look at everyone else and say, "I'll be right back." And then she's going to walk out. And Karu, I would like to try and stealth.
Okay.
Oh no, you dumb bitch.
Wait, Elrune, one moment. Just casting
Okay.
that on Elrune.
Well, that's gonna be easy. I'm following this bitch then.
Wait.
Wait, does that give me advantage
It
then if it's
does.
invisible,
It
Karu?
does.
Huh?
Okay, thank the gods.
You're welcome.
This
I'm
is
following
incredible.
Elrune.
Oh my god! It's Kazomitra!
Oh my god.
Elrune
But
just
everybody
turns
else,
and is like, Elrune just stops as she realizes Omitra's following. It's like, Omitra, go away. Of course, breaking her stealth because Omitra.
Also, you're not
No, you're
quite...
missing the whole thing.
Yeah, that's a good point. I almost feel like maybe you're not entirely used to being turned magically invisible, so it's like, I know how to be quiet. I just have to move in a certain... I can't see my body. Fuck.
Trip.
Yeah, you start walking and it's just like slam into the side of the building because you don't realize how close you are.
What the hell? Just stay here, please. Ellen's gonna take a moment to breathe, and then she's again going to try and follow what she fucking saw, hopefully to catch up to them.
Give me a perception check.
23.
Okay.
She saw.
So,
Mhm.
Luckily, she's
considering
still
the...
invisible.
You're still invisible, but the blunder of everything that happened in the entrance made your quarry disappear from sight, and you make your way to the corner where they disappeared and look everywhere, and you're for a moment you're like, okay, I missed them because I freaking, not used to this thing. And then you see the tip of a cloak just as they turn the corner. Like they were just turning the corner. Heading towards... I should not have closed the book. I needed to type. All right. Heading towards the staircase that goes up.
Yeah, Elruna is going to follow, again, trying to stealth. She basically takes a moment, gets her bearings, like pokes a wall for a moment to be like, okay, that's where, okay, this invisibility is weird. I can do this. And she's going to try and stealth and follow. Please, Elrune, you actually can't do worse, but... 21. Okay, she's getting used to this invisibility thing.
Okay.
It's weird.
You have to move fast because this person apparently got spooked by whatever you and the group were doing and just booked it. But you weave through the streets, and luckily you're pretty good at tailing people. They make for the stairs that lead upwards, the ones that you took to go to Nightshades. And as they go up the stairs fairly quickly, you hear the thump thump thump, creak 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 creak, because old wooden stairs.
Yeah.
Do you follow?
Yeah, I'm gonna at least follow up. I want to see what direction they go.
Okay. You follow up the stairs. Give me a straight stealth check. Also,
Okay.
do you slow down to not make a noise?
I'm just checking because I thought I could move because rogue shit. Bonus action dash, disengage, or hide. Okay. Sorry, I was just double checking because I couldn't remember if I had something that.
Let you move normal.
Yeah. I think only thieves get that, not inquisitive.
That's
So normal
possible.
roll, okay. And yes, I am trying to keep up with my speed because I want to see where they're going, and I know this place is a maze.
Okay. Then give me a stealth check.
24.
Okay. You manage to go up without making much noise. And up on top, it's a bit easier to see, because there's not many pathways you can take, and you can't exactly like go up against a wall so you're not spotted, because walkways. And you see them basically moving down the walkway and then going south, the opposite direction of Nightshade's building. And then they disappear behind a one of the mites? Stalagmite? Is the one from-
Stalactites are from the
Stalactite.
top.
One of the large stalactites that descends from the ceiling blocks your view.
This is such a bad idea, but I'm still trying to follow.
Okay.
This is such a bad idea. Also, Pi seems so excited about this.
No, I would.
You cut out completely there, sorry.
No, I had whispered something to Karu while you were sneaking.
Omitrish following, isn't he?
No.
You're gonna wish I were.
I'm sure. This is such a bad idea, but Elrune's just. She's curious, and this is bad, and she'll run if she needs to, but she doesn't feel like she needs to yet. Also, Karu, please shift ping.
First give me a perception check.
$18. Oh, that was low for her.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you turn the corner following where you had seen this being, only to get slammed into head on. And you take
By what?
by someone. $31 bludgeoning damage.
Hang
Oof,
on.
Max.
You maxed all 3 of them.
Oh my god.
That's
Wow.
scary.
Do I see this attack coming?
I kind of want to screenshot this because not only did I max the 3d6, I rolled 2 nat 20s.
On their
On the
perception.
stealth?
No, on the attack.
Oh.
You're wearing a cloak of displacement. I rolled 2
Oh
nat
my
20s.
God.
The only way to nat on you on the first go.
Yeah, okay, but question. Do I see this attack coming?
No, because
Okay,
I
I
rolled a
just
22 for stealth.
okay. I just had to ask, so I cannot use uncanny dodge. Oh, okay. Ow, fuck. What just hit me?
You look up and you see a man, and he snarls at you. You are meddling in things that are none of your business.
I would like to point out that she's invisible and she's not the one concentrating on it.
He seems to be looking at her. Not directly at your face because he doesn't know where it is.
Yeah. What did he hit me with?
He just slammed into you.
Oh, I was asking because my token is nowhere near his. So it was like,
Oh, well, yeah. He was basically waiting to slam into you as you turned the corner.
Okay, okay. But he can't see me, right?
No, but he seems to somehow know where you are.
Bonus action to disengage to get at least a little ways away from him. And Elrin brings out her weapon and is like, who are you?
That is none of your business. I should be asking you who you are because you're not from Skullport, and these are Skullport matters that you're meddling with.
Well, unfortunately, my allies seem to want to help people who seem in distress, so I'm just following along. And I really don't like people spying on us.
I wasn't spying.
What were you doing then?
I was checking up on things. A fellow shopkeep gets caught by Xanathar's guild, and a bunch of adventurers start looting her place. The only reason I left was because you're adventurers and I would not be able to stop you from looting.
I mean, to be fair, the only thing I took was a dead mouse.
I think you paid for it too.
Actually, yeah, I paid for the only thing I took, thank you very much.
Well, that's not what I saw. All I know is that there are 4 adventurers in Elvira's shop while she is not there.
Do you know why she was taken?
There's a lot of people who've been taken in front by Xanathar's guild. That's not neither here nor there, but we have to look after each other.
Do you believe what people are saying, that she was ranting about going against Xanathar's guild?
It's possible. They're not exactly popular, though you'd have to be rather crazy to openly admit it.
Do you think she was that crazy?
Maybe. Maybe she was just getting tired of having to sell her pets as food.
Well, she apparently said she was innocent as she was dragged away.
Well, that's not my business. I was just making sure no one was stealing from her shop. And since I found you 4 there, I was just going to make sure I could find some backup. And then you followed me.
Because someone was apparently spying on us. This place isn't exactly safe feeling. I'm a little paranoid.
I can see that. You're still invisible.
I don't actually have control over this. I don't know how this works. Like, it's really weird for me too, because I keep motioning towards you, but I can't see my hands as I'm motioning. Like, this is unnerving for me as well. Also, Karu,
Yes.
do I believe anything this motherfucker is saying?
Give me an insight check.
Okay, whoa. As an inquisitive rogue, I treat a roll of 7 or lower as an 8 on a d20 insight check. So that was actually
17.
a 17.
Okay.
I cannot get lower than a 17 on insight.
There's something about this guy. He's nervous. He's hiding something.
He just did 31 damage to me.
He just did 31 damage to you despite looking like an elderly shop clerk. Something's going on. Something's not right.
Do I see any symbols or signs that he is perhaps a harper? Anything that could hint me towards that?
No.
Are you a friend of Olvira's?
Yes.
Where do you know her from?
We've drank together before. I run the overflowing urn.
Why space? Why space?
Weren't we supposed to go to the Overflurn?
No.
Sorry, I had to grab something from downstairs. What did I miss? Are we all dead? Where am I?
Nope.
No.
Oh, Elrune ran off. She took over half her health and damage in a single hit because Karu double nat 20'd
Get wrecked.
So,
and maxed the damage dice.
Yep.
out of character that you would have known in character, because
Time.
this was last week, basically, and I don't know if you remember, but when we were talking to people at the tavern with Wormwiz, Allie, the human wife of the Overflowing owner, has been drinking because her husband's been forgetting things for years.
Right.
You know, you're a very capable fighter for someone who looks like he could keel over at any time from old age.
Adrenaline. I got lucky.
You also ran extremely fast.
Yeah. So? Can't an old man, be good at running?
No.
What race is he? Is he human?
He is.
If he's Allie's husband, then yes.
Yeah, he's human.
No, the answer is no.
Wait,
Hey.
no, my uncle can. He still runs marathons.
You can get married between different races?
I'm pretty sure
True.
my father
No.
can run pretty well too.
Yeah,
No, my notes
but-
definitely say Allie's human husband.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm positive he's human.
Look, I don't know what people up top think life is like down here, but down here you either are able to run fast or get eaten by things.
Then why do you stay here?
Because this is my home. I've lived here with my wife for years.
What's your wife's name?
Cat, please. Why?
That's a fucked up name.
That's not. He forgot.
I'm looking. Allie? I'm just looking at.
Yes.
Sorry, this is me.
Why do I know this?
Because you have notes.
Because you have notes. Yeah, Allie. And, well, there was Jeremiah.
Who are you going to get backup for? From?
Xanathar's Guild. They are, after all, the enforcers of this town now. For better or for worse.
Do you enjoy the fact that they have control over this city?
They keep the order. haven't had to run from anything besides you for a while.
Yet they dragged one of your friends away, who apparently says she's innocent.
Well, apparently, maybe she isn't. Maybe she's with some of those guilds that are running around trying to oppose them. Maybe a Zentarum or something like that.
That sounds like suicide.
Oh,
I mean, yeah. There's not many of them left. Most of them have been dragged to the Tower of the Seven Woes. Or is it 9 Woes?
7, I
Woes.
believe. Garm was so excited about the name of that tower.
7 Woes.
I was.
Sometimes you can still hear some shrieks coming from that place.
That's appealing.
Anyways. If you aren't looters, then I guess there's no problems. But I'll have to check on that myself.
You can if you want.
Oh, I will. Once I have some enforcers with me. I don't feel safe around adventurers. And he just stands there staring at where you're supposed to be.
Ellen just kind of stands there for a moment to see if he finally leaves.
He just continues to stay there.
You know, if Elra was any more of a shit, she would try and stealth behind this guy and just like kick him in the knee right now.
this is where you make real loud footsteps and then follow him. Like, footsteps going away and then stealth back.
Yeah, I'm still tempted, honestly. I don't trust this guy and something's off about him.
At this point, how long has Elrin been gone?
It's been like 10 minutes.
Did we hear anything when she took 31 fucking damage?
They were far enough away that no.
She got hit
Would we
right.
be
31 damage.
She got hit right in the spleen. Classic weak point of elves.
I like how you're just gonna go with that too.
I don't have the energy to argue with that, and it's dumb as fuck.
I feel like Garm's wrong, but I don't know enough about elves to dispute it.
I feel like Arm is wrong, but I don't give him much of a shit.
So,
Can I'm gonna try this. I am going to start moving away, but then I want to try and stealth and come back, but make it so he doesn't realize I've come back. I want to still try and follow him quietly. I'm gonna try.
At least you have advantage.
okay.
I really wish I had the boots of flying right now. I'm just gonna say,
Creak, 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 creak.
and then nothing.
Give me a stealth check.
Do I have advantage because invisible?
Yes.
26 double.
Right? Okay. Pretty sure you've got the hang of this creaking wood.
Mm-hmm.
He's still standing there at the juncture.
Does he seem to be still following me? Like he can see me?
Not as if he could see you, but he does seem to still be like waiting for you to leave and just has his arms crossed.
Yeah, she goes off far enough to hopefully make it seem like she left. But she's like keeping an eye on, basically waiting to see him start moving so she can try and follow him. I totally left. I'm totally not following you. I really don't trust you, motherfucker.
How far away do you get?
I mean, this guy's a human. They have shit dark vision to begin with, so she's gonna go far enough away that, like, he can't see jack shit, like, the sounds disappeared into the darkness. After that, he's not gonna be able to fucking tail anything. Unless he's not really a human. But I can see a hell of a lot farther. God, I hope this doesn't bite me in the ass.
He's still standing there.
What the fuck?
What does this spell do? Sorry.
He still is just standing there waiting?
Mm-hmm.
Is he still following me? Like, is he moving? Or is he just...
Nope. He's just standing there.
I don't like this.
Finally. Yes?
I was gonna say, you said it's been 10 minutes since she left, right?
Yes.
That's a long ass time for someone stealthy to be gone and not be in trouble, isn't it?
Ooh.
Does this seem bad? Alright, I'm gonna roll.
You haven't heard
insight.
screams yet.
This either seems terrible or completely normal. Which one?
Flip a coin.
Low is terrible. This seems terrible and horrible, and she's been gone for an entire 10 minutes.
What do the other boys think?
I think we should figure out what happened to Elaroon.
I also think that we should be cautious because having people suddenly run into things might not be too wise. Not saying that we can't, I don't know.
I have a really dumb question.
Oh dear.
So you know the enlarge reduce spell, right?
Yes.
I'm just gonna click it so that y'all can read it.
We are very familiar with this spell at this
Yes,
point.
we are.
Creature or object that is neither worn nor carried.
Are we making a Kaiju
Just-
Omitra?
Or vice versa, a mini Omitra.
I was gonna say, reducing it says disadvantage on strength through weapon. Does magic attacks not change if you're reduced?
No.
Oh. Can I use reduce on me?
Yeah. You can see yourself.
Unlike some people. Wait, does she? It's a good thing she can't cast anything on herself because now she really can't. Alright. Alright, fuck it. She's in trouble. This is terrible. I don't know how I managed to roll a 6 on insight, but I did. I would like to cast Comprehend Languages and then reduce on myself.
Okay.
And I want to fly and find her stupid outline.
Why the comprehend languages?
Because I don't know if she was following somebody who speaks Undercommon.
Oh, okay. Fair point.
I don't know what the fuck she's following.
All
Probably
right.
some weirdo language.
And detect magic.
I'm guessing you recast that too, because that's only 10 minutes.
Oh, yes.
Sense presence of magic within 30 feet. You real
Wait, sense for... Does that mean I can sense it through walls?
The spell can penetrate most barriers, but it is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
3 feet of wood.
Or
I
dirt.
don't...
Yeah.
Yes, but I don't think the walkways are 3 feet thick, which means I could go under the walkways.
Right. But this place has 3 levels to it, and you have absolutely no idea where she went besides slightly south and then west.
What is south and west from us?
The main passage that you guys went to from the... It's the only way to get to the, like, starting area of Skullport. So a lot of Skullport is on that in that area, but of interest, there's not much. There's a couple of places, but it's also the only way to get to, for example, the stairs that go up levels on the north west side. Because there's another staircase on the east, but the first and second level are completely connected, but the third level is separated into 2 districts because of the wall.
So basically, if I go south and west, I can hit the however many interesting things there are, which are apparently not that many, and then go for the staircase because there's nothing else.
Right, and then you have
if
the
she's
second
not
floor.
there, then it's been 10 minutes. She should have been at least past that, and if not, I assume she's gone to a different floor.
Yeah, like there's not like on the first floor you have in that area like 4, not counting the like place where you get zombies, 4 places that are inhabited at all, plus the stairs. And then in the middle level there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 areas of interest. Basically places you can see lights in.
Yeah.
On the middle level. And then upper level has 3 places of interest, including nightshades.
Are in between the two in between floors.
These buildings are probably something like 20, 30 feet.
So it's like floor, say 30 feet, and then walkway floor above that for the next level.
Yeah.
So you're telling me if I fly at 15 feet, I can hit both sides with detect magic.
Probably. I mean, you're probably going to be thwarted by any buildings, and the higher you go, there are also columns of stone, be it stalagmites or stalactites, depending on what level you're on.
Yeah, I can go around them.
I mean, yes. Okay. This is ridiculous. Are you using any lights, by the way? Or are you doing this with just dark vision and magic vision?
Just dark vision and magic vision, because either I should be able to see her and I don't need regular vision, and dark vision should be good enough that I don't run into a building.
Right. Okay. So give me a perception check.
It's gonna be terrible. Look who else is terrible. Oh god, I got a 10.
Okay.
Hello, kitty cat.
This sounded easier to do in your mind before you set out, and then you realize that this place is huge. And it's going to take you a while to get around and figure out where she is. And that's assuming she's not moving and she doesn't just like slip by you as you're in another sector. But you're doing that. How much time do you have on your boots? On your foots?
Darn, this is your fault.
What did I do?
I didn't actually use them in the last day. So let's see.
Not really, no. I think it has at least an hour. I just curious.
You can use the boots up to fly up to 4 hours, all at
4
once,
hours.
or shorter flights.
Okay. You're good then.
And they regain 2 hours for every 12 hours they aren't in use. So if I didn't use them for a day, that's all 4 hours.
Yeah. All right. So back to Elrune. What are you doing?
Before you do that, there are still 2 other characters besides Omitra.
That's true. You two noticed Omitra turn into a fly and fly off.
I was
Oh,
gonna say buzz off.
that's lovely.
So, Tethrin,
Hmm.
do you have a plan? Because I don't have a plan.
Not really. All I can tell you is that invisibility is still up, and I'm
Can,
pretty sure it has to be on a living creature. It can't be on a corpse.
can you detect where things are that you cast upon? Can you
Pro-
sense that magic?
I,
The eldritch threads through the veil or whatever?
I
It's a
mean,
concentration.
it is concentration curve. Would I be able to tell, at least vaguely, what direction it's in?
I don't know. Give me an Arcana check.
All right. Come on. Roll 20. I swear to God. Probably not.
She's too far away for you to really tell. You know the general direction she was going in, and you know that the spell is still active and so on and so forth. You don't it doesn't give you a sense of direction.
Yeah, not particularly. I also know that if I try and cast any of the other things that I might think could help us, it would probably drop that, and it's very likely that's a bad idea at this point.
Probably. Unrelatedly, I wish I had a sense of direction. I don't have anything that can help here.
Neither do I.
My god is useless. No offense.
I mean, you could be a distraction.
I could go attack the Skull Island.
I regret.
That's the worst idea ever.
No, don't.
Yeah, no, don't do it.
Fucking idiot! You can hear Elrond's voice in your head just saying that is dumb shit.
Where were we hanging out?
Overa's shop.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep hanging out here, I think.
Yep.
Defending the
I'm.
stuff from the looters.
Yep.
You mean yourself?
Yes. Wait.
As long as the pin is not in the chest, I lose interest in the chest.
Yeah, let's just put the chest back under the floorboard.
Under the loose floorboard.
And we still have all of the change from the animals we took sitting on the counter. I didn't take my mug of worm whiz, so I don't know how I'm gonna pass it. Ooh, I have dice, I think.
We could gamble.
I don't have dice on this character, my bad. I do have a Malarkin Great Axe though. That's all I got.
Okay. So you guys are basically, well, Elrune has to come back, and it might be a bad idea if Elrune comes back and no one's here.
Yeah. Just like either they'll come back or they'll die.
Yeah, that's fair.
Or they'll die and then come back wrong? That's also possible. That happens.
Yeah, I've seen that happen. It's not fun.
Yeah, we'll just hang out there and keep track of how many times we get passed by skulls ranting about chemtrails.
Okay.
I'm coming for you, Elrune! I'll save you!
All right, Omitra. Eventually, you're like, okay, she's definitely not on the first or second floor. It has to be the third, and you're going around, and then you finally spot the glow of the spell of invisibility cast on her.
So, Haru.
I was gonna say, how long did that take?
Yeah. Do I see this motherfucker? Like, I walked off enough to make it seem like I left, but I'm trying to keep an eye on him still and spot when he,
Well, he ended up moving back behind the
Mm-hmm.
stone.
But do I ever see him past the other side of the stalactite?
I don't think you can see it from there.
I said I was trying to keep within sight of it.
Well, then you'd probably be like there-ish. Yeah.
So he did fucking disappear.
So yeah, you can see like the corner there of the thing.
Mhm.
He hasn't appeared on the other side.
But he's not there anymore.
You can't see him.
I'm going to slowly and carefully stealth back up to try and spot him and see which way he went. Being very, very quiet, like I'm not rushing this time. I'm just trying to peek.
Okay. You inch forward until you look around the pillar. And he goes, "Are you done watching me?"
He noticed me? Because I'm still invisible and I had a really fucking good stealth. I haven't exactly broken that stealth.
He doesn't seem to know where you are, but he seems to be talking to you.
Ellen doesn't respond. She's wondering if he's trying to bullshit her. Like, Haru, does he seem to comprehend that I am actually still here, or is he guessing and gambling on this?
Give me an insight check.
17.
Uh,
I really hate that Elrond is rolling awful on insight.
Yeah. It's hard to tell because he's just like standing there looking at, the corner of the board. And then he just kind of like tilts his head slightly and goes, "Oh, you've got friends now. Wonderful. Should I be yelling for help?"
Huh? Elrond's just kind of looking around at this moment.
I don't know what Omitra is doing.
I was gonna say,
Oh.
depending on how
Oh.
long it took to
Oh.
find you, I don't know if Large Reduce is still up.
Oh no. I know what's going on now.
I mean, that too.
Elrond is walking away.
Ah!
Oh God, what happened? What did you do?
Oh wow.
Hey Karu,
Yeah.
can you drop me on that map?
Yeah.
The viewers can see nothing for the last I don't know how long since you've shift pinged.
There wasn't much to see, but yeah.
Do I see Omitra?
Can you also shift ping?
How long does Omitra's 1 minute?
Words.
Yeah, you are definitely not small. You are medium sized.
Elrond just walks up to Omitra, puts a hand on his shoulder, and whispers to him, "We're leaving. Now. Let's go." And yes, I'm still invisible. I can't turn this off. Let's go. Now.
So you found her. She looks like someone punched her in the gut.
Invisible.
No,
You
I
don't
can't see
know
her.
that. I guess you don't see that she got punched in the gut, but
Elrond is walking back to the pet shop
okay.
and really hoping Omitra follows.
Hang on, right? No, that's got a range of like 30 feet.
Oh, fuck.
Also, your token says it's poisoned because this was from when.
Oh, that's me.
Well, you needed. I don't know who you have your.
No, it's just real magic.
How many feet are we away from the shop?
The witch shop.
The pet shop. Don't give me that face.
Definitely more than 120. Probably
Okay.
in the range of 600 feet. Maybe. Maybe I'm doing the math wrong. Maybe it's 500.
All right.
What are you trying to do?
See if there's anything I can cast on him that will stay if I leave
Oh.
for longer.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, can I see him?
No, he's behind the pillar.
Okay. I'm going to not follow Elrune directly because otherwise they'll know where she went.
Well, there's only one set of stairs going down, but you can
Where the
fly.
fuck's taking the stairs?
So if you're flying, you're definitely not going in the same direction as she is.
I'm just gonna. Shit, this is kind of comfy. I'm also kind of stuck.
Okay, so you guys make it back to the shop. Yep. Eventually.
I got unstuck from my chair. We're good.
That's
Excellent.
good news.
Shift ping?
As soon as I can find you guys.
Akar, does Misty Step preserve her momentum?
No.
Nice. Hi, you could
That's
jump like
fucked up.
you could jump so far down and then just Misty Step before you hit the bottom. And as long as you get that timing right, you win.
Yeah, it's like in Guild Wars when you use the teleport option on the jackal.
Yeah, exactly like that, I assume.
It basically resets your drop point for damage.
Right. I mean, you can still roll at the bottom of the jump for style if you want.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Earl. Just fucking field goal that cat.
But like, what does that do to my internal organs?
Well, you
That's
turn
gonna
them.
be hell on the inertia.
Well, you turn them all into mist at one point in that process, so.
Catherine, drop the goddamn invisibility.
Oh, right. Serious, horrible things are happening.
Yeah,
Hey, guys.
finger snap, it's done.
Okay, thanks. Also, Elrond looks really injured.
Elrin,
That-
are you okay?
What the hell?
18 carve.
Okay.
Did somebody hurt your elf organs?
A bit, yeah.
I would like to
Here,
heal.
be inspired to know. Oh my god. Wow, that was pitiful.
Don't be too inspired.
Wow, showing me up.
Thank
That's
you.
a min
both
max.
of you.
I didn't know you could do that.
Okay,
I
I
have
can
one of
breathe
those
again. Thanks. I think that hit actually broke a few ribs.
Hmm.
Oh,
I don't like
So
thinking about broken ribs and healing magic. It just raises a lot of questions for me.
Eh.
and any other injury doesn't?
Yes! I mean, cuts, you just heal the two sides back together. If your rib is, like, broken and, like, now in the wrong place and I heal it up, what does that mean? Does the healing magic, like, slot it back into place?
Yes.
Or... Okay.
Magic. Just accept that it's magic, bitch.
I just assume that nothing in a fantasy setting has, like, actual genetics by much the same token, so I don't have to think about how half-races work. I don't even know if we have organs. You might cut
If
us
you
open.
want to discuss this, we could totally make a podcast.
We should do that sometime.
Oh my god, you guys should do that.
Anyway,
breaking D&D at its fundamental levels.
So, Karu,
Yes.
was that intelligent check enough?
Oh yeah, I
for-
was looking for something.
Ah!
I'm sorry, Zio.
Also,
No, that's not your fault. I am so nervous right now, and I need my question answered, and I rolled a decent intelligence check.
take another. Wow, really? I feel bad for you. Take another 7.
Thank you.
I also get these back on short rest. So.
Oh, so that was one hit,
yeah.
by the way.
What?
Yeah.
Did you find one of the Minotaurs?
No, it was that guy I chased.
No, I mean,
You're
who
right.
was he?
The owner of the place we're not going to.
The brothel?
No,
Oh, we're going there.
The urn place.
Ah, the overflowing urn.
Yeah,
Whoa.
that was the owner of the overflowing urn.
The one that keeps forgetting things?
Yes.
Oh.
Did he seem like he was all there, or...
Yes.
I'm just
He
gonna...
was very coherent, questioning me. Seemed to know that I was always there, even when I tried to sneak away.
That raises at least 3 questions.
And Omitra, I have a question for you. Does your detect magic notice invisibility? I'm asking because I need to know.
I mean, you were definitely glowing. That's how I found you in the first place.
That would explain it. I'm pretty sure that guy was a spellcaster of some kind. And I don't think that was actually the owner. That's my guess.
Why?
Because if the wife has been rambling about shit for that long about how, oh, my husband's forgot all this crap and blah, 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 why would he be that coherent? Why would an old human be able to run that fast? Also, he hit really hard. I'm more thinking disguise self.
It could be
Does
that.
this... Yeah, does
Turn
this
to
sound
be a
like
local.
anything magic-y that we know of? Or...
I would like to propositate an alternate theory. His mind's been taken over by some sort of magical effect, causing his personality to split in 2. Meaning most of his mental capacity is devoted to this new altered self, which is why he keeps forgetting things, because he may simply not actually be that person at that time. His body is merely a vessel for some other being during those states.
If you're thinking an intellect devourer, no, I don't think that's what it is.
That didn't occur to me, but that's also a viable possibility.
You know, that would actually require alter self, right?
Or
I don't know magic enough.
Or
I just know
disguise
there's.
self.
I think it may be some sort of curse put on by an alternate party.
I mean,
But then he would be glowing like you're glowing, all creepy.
That's a
Because
good point.
you're all necromantic right here. And the only magic I saw was Elrune.
That would certainly be a major piece of evidence against that. Unless it were
Hey, Omitra. I'm assuming the door is closed while we're discussing this, right? Okay, Elrin's gonna bring out her hat, put it on, and just shift herself to look like a different of some kind. Omitra, how does this look? Now to your eyes.
You can definitely tell that there is a magical hat on her head. The effect itself kind of has a soft glow to it, but you could easily miss it unless you knew to pay attention to it.
So if it were something smaller, like a magical makeup pen.
I was more thinking if someone cast disguise self on themselves instead of using this hat, and Elrin takes it off and puts it away.
When she takes it off and puts it away, is she still glowing from the displacement cloak?
The displacement cloak itself has a bit of a glow to it, but in general, okay, so if it's an active magic ability, generally the glow that you see is pretty bright and it's like there's a magic thing over there. Items like the displacer cloak and the hat have a soft glow to them, but
But
it's
otherwise,
not like
everything would be magical or something.
yeah, it basically, to not make it OP as well, it's a unless the effect is active, it's generally a low, like, this is magical. And that's why it's also hard to tell what school it is, because it's like this is an item that has been enchanted with something, but the glow is faint because it's not active magic.
Okay.
So that means if someone was using Disguise Self, it would be hard for Omitra to see it once it's active, do you think?
The
But
disguise
if it
self
were active,
the disguise self spell, while active, is what gave the soft glow around Elrune. Kind of like with the invisibility itself. It's more a case of, if you're looking for it, you can probably tell that there is a spell cast. Like you can see it. If it's an item, the items are probably harder to see than the, like, there is a spell being actively cast on someone. Now, it also depends on the spell, because for example, True Polymorph, at the moment of casting it, you can probably see it, but afterwards it's a physical change. So after it's been cast, the magic's already done. So for example, if someone were to True Polymorph someone, then you wouldn't see a magical aura. But if they cast maybe Polymorph, which is an active spell that requires concentration, then you'd see the same glow that you saw on invisibility.
I relay all this to Elrond.
I have a question. And I know my line of questioning here is entirely wrong, and there is like only a 5% chance of me being correct. 1 in 20, if you will. But what do we know about parasites?
Not much.
Okay. I'm still
There-
sticking with
there's-
brain parasites.
I mean, it can be possible, like especially down here. I mean, the most famous one would be, or the one that your character would first come to mind, is probably the intellect devours that Elrune has already schooled you on,
Right,
because
but,
Xanathar's guild uses them.
right, but we think it's not an intellect devourer puppeteering him.
Yeah, you guys had already come to the conclusion that it couldn't be, because intellect devours
Remember everything.
eat the brain, and by eating the brain, learn everything that's in that brain.
Okay, so they couldn't have mistakes like that. But it is
Yeah.
possible a gray slug crawled into his ear and covered his entire brain.
He's not a yerk.
No, he's a controller in that case.
Anyways, Haru, how long has it
Alright.
been since we dropped off the dude at Nightshades?
Now it's probably been like 3 hours, maybe 3.5.
So,
Alright.
query, while they were out doing their thing, would Ral and I have gotten a short rest? Considering we were just literally hanging out at the pet shop, and prior to that at the inn
Tavern.
tavern.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I
Important
have
inspirational thing.
I have spells again.
I have inspiration again.
Alright, so let's just go to Nightshade, get what we need. We have a goal we need to do. Just avoid everyone else, and hopefully we don't have to deal with any more issues, but we have a job to do. We need to do that fucking job.
Wait. As we're walking, did he know he was married
Yes.
to her?
Yes, I did ask that question.
Yeah, but shit. When we were asking Allie, did she mention? And
You haven't spoken to Allie.
how do we know about Allie?
Rumors.
Kalal told you rumors about it, I think.
Elrond's heard some rumors, and you also got some
Yeah.
other rumors from one of the taverns.
Yeah, Darkface Stoneheart or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Durgar guy.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
We
And-
actually haven't met the wife.
Okay. But they only ever mentioned the wife, not any of his previous relationships?
Correct.
Interesting. Alright.
Shift ping, please, Karu.
So you guys are going to Nightshades, right?
Yeah, it's getting close to time anyways.
Besides, he'll totally be alive when we get there.
Mm.
And Nightshade might be able to tell us something about weird magical stimulants or something.
Maybe she give us weird magical stimulants.
All right, you go to Nightshade's place. You come into the shop and you hear like a ding ding. No one's in the front, but you hear from the back. If it's you four, then wait a sec.
Okay.
It
What
is.
if it's not?
Then go away.
We do not go away.
Nope,
Okay.
we just wait. Look around the shop, see if there's anything
Yep.
interesting.
Does
Any
she have
exotic-
any loose floorboards?
Give me an investigation check.
Don't loot the place for.
8!
There's a lot of loose floorboards. They all creak, but they don't quite come up when you try to pull them up.
Then I pick a floorboard and I bounce on it.
You're
Squeak,
breaking my
squeak, squeak,
concentration.
Squeak, squeak,
Are there any exotic? Are there any exotic magical stimulants?
squeak.
Probably not.
Damn.
Is there any interesting alchemy supplies out?
Yeah,
There's-
I've got
there's-
Eldritch Sight. Anything interesting?
There's a couple of interesting things, but mostly herbs, elixirs, vials of poison,
Potions.
baskets of medicinal fungi.
Potions made from an SMR rose. Wait, wrong setting.
Whoa.
I think the thing that glows the most in her shop is a little bottle that has this like purple liquid inside it, and it like glows purple, and it is labeled purple worm poison.
Does that?
It's behind a glass, a pretty thick glass.
Like,
that-
in case of emergency break here?
No, like I don't want anyone stealing this from me, so it's locked behind a glass case.
Do you think that's poison from a purple worm or for a purple worm?
It's purple. I'm gonna say from a purple worm.
Yeah. So a very powerful poison.
It also has a price tag,
Ooh!
2,000 gold.
Ooh.
Yet no. That stuff is poison. Is potent.
Yeah.
Enough that one is potent enough that one drop of it could.
Kill us all.
Well, I mean,
Stupid
Nice.
juice?
No.
I have to ask Nightshade about stupid juice.
It's called
Guys.
alcohol.
I have the worst idea in history.
I
no.
love it.
Where do you... Carter, do we know where they get the water for Skull Island?
Probably from the River Sargoth.
We are not gonna dump
We're not
purple
poisoning
worm
the water
poison into the
system.
water supply. No.
No.
How do you not serve an evil god if this is the kind of plan you come up with?
We have established prior to this that the water in the town comes from somewhere else than the River Sargoth. We found this out because there was a well beside the river. Why would you need a well beside the river unless it was getting water from a different source? If Skull Island, on the other hand, gets its water from the River Sargoth, then poisoning the River Sargoth would not poison the town.
I don't think we have enough poison
You're
to
a genius. I
actually
love you.
No,
poison
it-
the river.
The ratio of poison to water would mean that you'd need like gallons of it if you want to poison the water in the
We're
river.
not poisoning the water system.
I wasn't saying that we should. I'm just saying it's really, really illogical to do so.
We're not fucking doing it, Relmavic. Also, you absolutely serve an evil god. I don't know what else to tell you.
I'm just pragmatic.
No.
No, you're evil.
No.
Oh, Mitra, could you reduce size and fly and do all that stuff? That's backup plan 36. There was a time when Relmevic was a good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he started following Horace Ray.
The further we get from the glorious light of the sun, the worse off he gets, it seems.
You do have seasonal effectiveness disorder.
I have seasonal affective madness, apparently.
Oh, goodness.
Wait, what's gonna happen when he goes back up to the surface that it sees the sun for the first time in months?
Oh man, I fucked up.
Go blind and get rejected by his god.
You did what?
You're unworthy of my sunlight.
They might get the water from the River of the Depths.
What the hell is the River of the Depths?
It's a tributary of the Sargoth River.
So if we poison the Sargoth River, it'll get there.
Eventually.
We're not poisoning the
Yeah, we're
fucking
not.
river.
Besides, can't afford the poison that would be most suited. So no.
We're not poisoning the goddamn water source.
Are there fish in the river?
Yes.
Are they
assuming.
living?
I don't know. You want to go fishing and find out?
No.
Not really.
I know.
I mean, a little bit, yeah.
I feel
All
like
right,
that just defined our entire party perfectly.
Can I just say, fishing in the Mad Mage dungeon sounds like a bad idea because the fish will probably eat you.
No, every RPG needs a fishing main game. We found it.
Yeah. Besides,
No.
that's how we get more boots.
No, that's how we get a new heart for Relmavic, hopefully, to fix, everything.
So you're saying that we should?
I feel like we're stalling while Karu finds some things, but that was never
We
really my
absolutely
intention.
are.
Okay.
Okay. Are you guys ready?
Well,
Yeah.
apparently, we're not gonna go fucking poison like 1,000 people, so yeah, I guess we're good.
This one river courses through like at least 3 levels of this dungeon, if not 4. Please don't poison the River Sargoth.
Dude, we would solve so many of our challenges. Think of the XP we would earn from that many kills.
Except we kind of switched away from XP, so that's not how this works. Why don't you go on your spiel and we'll go on a quick break?
I should have done it earlier. Alright. Well, I'd like to thank all of our patrons for bringing us this quality content and these very good, reasonable plans. It's because of you guys that we can still all do all of this stuff and make all of this possible. And I'd like to thank all of our patrons. Shomaru, Heather, Kelly Froese, Georg Mir, Brielle, Pyrolytic, Jesus Mendoza, Keora, Sayoko Hawken, and me in Midair. And if you really enjoy what we do here, you can support us on patreon.com/Midgardia, or by subscribing to us at twitch.tv/Midgardia. We'll be back in just a few minutes.